Hi everybody, this is Algebra 1, Lesson 44, and in this lesson we're going to cover addition of rational expressions with equal denominators and addition of rational expressions with unequal denominators. So when we're adding fractions, normally if our denominators are not the same, we are going to have to find a common denominator. But on these first ones, the denominators are the same. So this means 4 divided by 2x squared plus y minus 6ax divided by 2x squared plus y. So you'll notice that the bottoms are the same. So that means when we add these, the bottom's just going to be the same. 2x squared plus y. It's just like if we were adding 1/4 plus 2/4, and we would have 3/4. So our bottom of our fraction stays the same, and then we just put the top, bring the top over, so we would have 4 minus 6ax. Really, really easy. That's how you do that one. All right, next one. This one's a little bit different because we have some like terms. We've got the 3 and the 5 that we can put together. In the last one, we didn't have any like terms. So here, this 3 and this 5 can be put together. So our bottoms are all the same. That means we can just leave that the same. A plus 7y. Now 3 minus 5 will be 2. And that z can't combine with those. So we're going to say 2 plus z. And it's not 2z. We have to have that plus in there because 2z means 2 times z, and we're not multiplying right here. We are adding. So it would be 2 plus z. So we combined our like terms, our 5 and our 3. 5 minus 3 is 2, and then we just put plus z because we can't combine that. All right, one more example of those. This one, our bottoms are the same. Our denominator is the same, so 5a squared x and 5a squared x. On this one, we have some like terms we can combine, 5x and 3x. So our bottom of our fraction is going to stay the same, 5a squared x. And then on the top, we're going to combine like terms. So this is subtracting, so 5x minus 3x would be 2x. And then here we have positive 7, negative 2. So 7 minus negative 2. Okay, so minus a negative would mean plus. So that would be plus 9. All right, next section. The same quantity. So these are the rules for solving equations, and they're going to work the same with fractions. So the same quantity can be added to both sides of an equation. So that would be like if we had 3 plus x equals 5. We can add negative 3, and we get x equals 2. So that's the first rule. Same quantity can be added to both sides of the equation. The second rule is every term on both sides of the equation can be multiplied or divided by the same quantity. So that's if we had 3x equals 12. We can divide by 3 on both sides, and we get x equals 4. Okay, so we've already gone all over this stuff. This is just a little quick review. The denominator and numerator of a fraction can be multiplied by the same quantity. So if we have a fraction 1/4 plus 1/2, we have to get the denominators to be the same. So we're going to go with the least common multiple, which will be 4. All right, and to get 4, I had to multiply this by 2 over 2. So whatever you multiply the bottom by, you have to multiply the top by the same thing. This was just 1 over 1. Okay, and now they are equivalent. All right, so let's try some practice problems for that, or some example problems. So this first one is 3/4 plus 2 over b. So we got to find a common denominator first. So first I'm going to draw my fraction bars with my plus in the middle. And the common denominator of b and 4 would be 4b. So I'm just multiplying those together. 4 times b is 4b. All right, so on this first one, I had to multiply it times b over b. So 3 times b would be 3b. The bottom one, I multiplied it times 4. 4 times b makes 4b. So times 4 times 4. Whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top. 2 times 4 is 8. Now I can add them. These aren't like terms, so it would just be 3b plus 8 over 4b. All right, next one. This one we have 3 terms. We have b, c, and 2. So our new denominators are going to be 2, b, c. So I just multiply all the variables and stuff together there. 2bc, and I always put the number first, and then this one will be 2bc. Now I got to see what I did to this to make it be 2bc. So it already had a b right there, so I had to multiply times 2c. So I got to do the same to the top, times 2c. 4 times 2 would be 8c. All right, on the second one, I'm trying to get 2bc. I've already got the c, so I've got to multiply times 2b. So up here, I have to multiply times 2b. 2b times 1 would just be 2b. On this one, 2bc, I had to multiply times b and c. I've already got the 2. So up here, bc. 1 times bc is just bc. All right, now I'm going to combine these. So I've got to look for like terms. I've got 8c, 2b, and bc. None of those are like terms. So my answer is going to have 2bc as the denominator, and then the numerator is going to be 8c plus 2b plus bc. None of those can be combined because they're not like terms. All right, next one. This one's very similar to that last one. We've got, we'll do bcx as our new bottom for all 3 of these. Okay, on this one, I've already got the x, so I've got to multiply it times b and c. So I've got to do that up here, bc. So I have 5bc. Up here, I already have the b, so I got to multiply times, let me put in my pluses. I've already got the b, so I needed cx. X times cx would be cx squared, because I've got 2 x's. One here, one here. All right, now for this one, I've already got the c. I need to multiply times bx and times bx up here. So cbx for the new bottom. This will be abx. Now when I put these together, I don't have any like terms that I can combine. So my bottom is just cbx, and then I'd have 5bc plus cx squared plus abx. So basically, I'm just pulling each one of those terms over there and putting them together. All right, 44.7. All right, on this one, the first thing I'm going to do is put that over 1. So everything's in fraction form. Now, the least common multiple of c to the third and c squared would be c to the third. Okay, because if I have, you go with the highest exponent. Okay, so they all have, you have to have at least 3 c's for it to be a common multiple. All right, so I'm going to put c to the third on all these, and then minus c to the third. Okay, so that's basically just saying this had 3 c's times each other. So I didn't multiply this one times anything. So it's just going to stay the same. This one, to go from c squared to c to the third, I'm going to have to multiply times 1 more c, because it's already got 2 c's. I need 1 more. So whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. c times 4 is 4c. This one, 1 times all 3 c's, right? So c to the third is what I had to multiply that times. So I'm going to do that on the top, c to the third, and that would be 6c to the third. Okay, I can't combine any of those terms on the top. None of them are like terms. My bottom c to the third, I'm going to have m plus 4c minus 6c to the third. All right, 47.8. All right, on this one, I need to multiply. Okay, so I've got 4, I've got 2, and I've got b. If I multiply all these together, let's see, when we find the least common, or the, yeah, the least common multiple, we got to break this into factors. So that'd be 2 times 2. That one would just be 2, and this one would just be b. The most amount of times that the factor 2 is used is right here, 2 times 2. That'll be 4, and then I have to bring the b in there, so 4b. So that is my new denominator, 4b plus, and I'll do my 4b on the bottom here, and one more 4b down here. Because if you were adding 1/4 and 1/2 from my 2 and my 4, your least common multiple would be 4. You'd leave that 1/4, and you change this to 2/4. All right, so on this one, I had to multiply it just times b. 4 times b makes 4b. So I got to multiply the top times b, so that would be pb. This one, to get to 4, I have to multiply 2 times 2, and then I have to multiply the b on there. So whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top, so I multiply that times 2b. So that would be 2ab. And then this last one, 4b, I just multiplied it times 4. 4 times b would make 4b, so I got to multiply the top, so that would be 4c. All right, and I've got 4b as my new bottom, and that would be pb plus 2ab plus 4c. And that's the answer to that one. All right, I think there's a few more examples, maybe one more. Okay, this one. So on this one, remember we have to go with the highest exponent for each base. So, because it's the most times that c is used as a factor. So we're going to have to go with c to the 4th. And then we need a common denominator between 3 and 4, which would be 12. So we're going to have 12c to the 4th. Okay, so for this one, I had to multiply it times 12, and I had to multiply it times 2 more c's. C squared times c squared would make c to the 4th. So whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do the top, 12c squared. So I'm going to have 12ac squared. This one, I've got 4, so to get to 12, I'm going to have to say 3 times 4 makes 12. And to get to c to the 4th, I'm going to have one more c. So then I'm going to multiply the top times 3c. 3 times 3 is 9, so that'd be 9c. This one, to get to 12, I have to multiply my 3 times 4. And it's already got c to the 4th, so I'm just multiplying times 4. So that would be 4m. Alright, that's plus, plus. Okay, now to solve, we're just going to bring over our denominator, 12c to the 4th. I wrote that one totally wrong. Let me fix that. There we go. 12c to the 4th, and then our top, we're going to have 12ac squared. You notice I can't combine any of these because none of them are like terms, plus 9c plus 4m. And so that's how you solve that kind. So look at your numbers and find a common denominator for your numbers. And then look at your variables. You have to use each one at least once. So we only had one variable, it was c. And then you just go with the highest exponent. Alright, pause the video and do the practice problems, and then I'll work them for you. Alright, so hopefully you guys paused the video and did the practice problems. This first one, A, our bottoms are the same, so that means we can just add. 4m and 6m can be put together because they are like terms, so 4 plus 6 would be 10m. And then our 2, negative 2, and negative 4 would be negative 6. And our bottom just stays the same. So the answer to A is 10m minus 6 over 3m plus 2. B, our bottoms are the same on B as well, so we have like denominators. That means we can just add our tops here. Alright, so we've already got x, y to the third plus m is our denominator. Those are the same. Now we have 9 minus 7 AP, and those are not like terms, so we just bring them over. Easy peasy. So that's the answer to that one. Alright, on this one we do have to find a new common denominator. Alright, so we've got m as a factor and c as a factor. The most times that m is used is right here, so to the fourth. The most times that c is used is right here to the third. So we're going to have m to the fourth, c to the third as our common denominator. You could swap those and make it say c to the third, m to the fourth. It doesn't matter what order you put them in. I'm going to go this way because that's alphabetical order, so it makes things a little more neat. And a plus sign there and a plus sign there. C to the third, m to the fourth. Okay, so for this first term, I have x over m to the third. So I'm going to need one more m, and I don't have any c's in there. So I'm going to need my c to the third. All right. So I have to multiply the top times the same thing. So c to the third, m to the fourth times x. So we would just say c to the third, m to the fourth, x. All right, on this one, I've already got the c to the third. I just need m to the fourth. M to the fourth times 1 is just m to the fourth. All right, on this one, I've already got m to the fourth. I need c to the third and c to the third on the top. And so that would be a c to the third. All right, to solve this, I'm going to need more room than that. I'll put the answer down here. So I have c to the third, m to the fourth, that's the bottom. This first term would be c to the third, m to the fourth, x. Oh, wait. I think I messed up something here. Finally multiplied times 1m. Let me fix that real quick. Alright, right here on this first term, let me erase all that. On this first term, I multiplied by c to the third. I need that. M to the fourth, I've already got 3m, so I'm multiplying by 1m. So c to the third, m. So that would be c to the third, mx, not m to the fourth. Alright, so let me fix that down here. There we go. Plus m to the fourth there, plus a c to the third there. Alright, so that's the answer to that one. Okay, and one more practice problem. Alright, this one has p squared and p to the third. We're going to put that over 1. So p to the third is my highest exponent of p, so all these need to be p to the third as the new denominator. Alright, so for this one, I've already got 2 of the p's. I just had to multiply times 1 more p. So multiply the top times 1 more p, and I'll have mp. This one, I already had 3p, so I just multiplied times 1 to go from 3p to 3p. So 1 times 3 is 3. So basically that one just stays the same. Fix that so you can read it. There we go. And this one I had to multiply it times p to the third. And I multiply the top times p to the third. So it'll be 4p to the third. Alright, so that is going to make p to the third our new denominator. Then we're going to have mp plus 3 minus 4p to the third. And most of these you're not going to be able to combine like terms. You're just going to pull them all over with your pluses and your minuses in between. Okay, if you have any questions, you can message me or just leave those blank on the homework, and I will work them in class on Wednesday. So for Wednesday homework, do lesson, let's see, what lesson is this? 44. Do lesson 44 for homework and bring to class on Wednesday. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.